Stafford McDowell. Here is Jimmy Ritchie. Beautiful rugby by Scotland. Feinberg-Mngomezulu has support from Hugh Jones. And Scotland.
Fizz. You just hear the movement in this area. Jamie Ritchie, lovely little sleight of hand, makes it a 3-on-2, Kinghorn 2-on-1. Feinberg-Mngomezulu sees the opportunity inside. It's unlucky for Nacho Brex. The pass going off his arm, but Feinberg-Mngomezulu pinned his ears back, thought he was going to go for the corner, but had the wherewithal to understand Hugh Jones, Ben White on his inside. The deflection came. Hugh Jones, the beneficiary. Scotland 2 scores up. I didn't want to say it, Mark, you brought it up.
Russell going from deep. Kinghorn, quick hands. Darcy Graham not seeing too much space tonight. He finds some now. The little wizard gets support from Hugh Jones. The Caledonians cruise their way over the line.
Look at this attack. Go open side. Finn Russell. Hugh Jones out to Blair Kinghorn. Push the pass. Darcy Graham steps inside 3 Italian defenders. Sticks on the afterburners. Dances the defenders dizzy. And then from there gives the pass off the left hand to Hugh Jones. He does the...
Prendergast. Ringrose, and this will test the calf of James Lowe. Mitchell not able to hold on to it, and Lowe goes, and Gibson Park is there. Great step, James to Gibson Park. Absolute belter. Created by the strength of that man, James Lowe.
Hobbling about, look at this. Alex Mitchell, get off. England's 9 has to do better there. But when you're low slung, you've got a low centre of gravity like James Lowe. You keep pumping your legs because you know you've got the strength to make people fall off. And that step from Gibson Park. Brilliant score.
Can they find that try right now? Tom Curry will lead as he always does. Finn Smith back, gets the call to go to the sky. And that call is the right call because England have found the try in the air. It didn't look like it would get there, but then Freeman arrived. You said Freeman for the finish, but it all started right here. Fantastic piece of skill. That's the restart. It's called the third set piece in a set. Freeman was up there, Mitchell was up there. Again, don't panic. Cameraman can't kick up, but again, it's Finn Smith, it's the Northampton Saints. Bielle-Biarrey normally the recipient of those. When scoring a try, this thing, you have to take some of your own medicine. Freeman, that is an amazing finish. Absolutely superb finish. But again, you've got to say it's Finn Smith's vision. And Antoine Dupont surveys what's in front and always finds the right move. Penaud. Le Garec is in behind. Penaud picks it up, and France are threatening to finish this one right here, right now. Penaud, the decision to go wide should surely have come. It's found its way out. Moefana, Bielle-Biarrey! France have found a way. When the pressure comes on, Bielle-Biarrey, I think they call him the alien. But England use all their experience, and George, no better exponent at the back of that maul. Mitchell takes it. Back it goes, through the centre, Daly goes, Daly! All day long, it's a try! Elliot Daly and England have found the key, the dying embers at Twickenham. What a try!
0-2. 0-2, is it?
I'll just put my teeth in. Daly, come on, my boy. And that's what experience does for you. He waits for to see what happens in front of him. It opened up.
Thomas Williams again, Elliot D. Will Griff John. 2 props between them. Carried so well in that first half. Here is Ben Thomas, Blair Murray. And they surely will score. It's Tom Rogers.
10-minute period. And by word, their shape is so good. There's options all over the place. Anscombe can just pull that ball back. Again, Kiwi-born, doesn't really matter, he's wearing a Welsh shirt. Out he goes, gives his winger a chance, and what a finish! You can touch the corner flag, it doesn't matter. They practice this all the time. That's practice, this is real time. Oh my word.
The tackle from Chesham. There's White. On to Russell. There goes Duhan van der Merwe. Though with the offload. There's a bit of space here for Tom Jordan. Jordan looking the inside ball. It's gone in at Ben White. And White has got another try in the Calcutta Cup. What a dramatic start.
From the counter, Finn Russell. Here's Duhan van der Merwe, one-on-one. Draws in two defenders, offload away. Beautiful sleight of hand by Kinghorn, second touch. And then from there, Jordan sees this cheat line on the inside from Ben White. Ben White picks up the knees and does the rest, but that's the damage. Deadly Duhan. Outside break, draws in Freeman, gets his hands free, and from there, Jordan's against Cowan Dickey. It's a mismatch, and Ben White, like any good scrum half, on the support line. Dream start for Scotland. Particularly opening quarter, just to try and find a bit of dominance, a bit of edge in these areas.
Well, Dave Cherry catching England. Here goes Rowe coming off his wing. Here's Kinghorn on here to Duhan van der Merwe. The offload to Hugh Jones. Jones gets in. For the second time today, England caught napping.
Doesn't he love scoring? He loves scoring for Scotland. He loves scoring for Scotland against England. This is just brilliant first base strike play. Kyle Rowe, 3-on-2. Kinghorn does brilliantly. Duhan van der Merwe, again, two defenders. Lovely inside line by Hugh Jones getting the second touch. But look at this from van der Merwe. Marcus Smith falls off the tackle. Lawrence has to make it for him. And from there is the man who was standing opposite Ollie Lawrence at that strike play.
Oh, he's a magician with those feet.
I'll tell you what, there's not many people that sit down Antoine Dupont with a step, and he's just done exactly that.
Italy are threatening, you know. Oh, another one! Another pass to split a defence. Well, you might see one every couple of games. We've seen two half of rugby.
Well, as we see the footwork of Capuozzo, look at this from Federico Ruzza. Drops the ball back on the inside. That's brilliant awareness, brilliant understanding of space about where the defender is going to be following you from.
And Dupont having a little look, surveying the options. Hands again, pace again. France, it seems, can do little wrong with ball in hand. Doesn't matter whether it's backs or forwards. They all can play, they all want to play, and they all will play. And Leo Barret will be the one to finish it off. But that, ladies and gentlemen, was a team try.
From Ramos. Look at the awareness though, that acceleration is what gets him through, and then the deep pass there back into space is what's keep the attack alive. Okay. Bielle-Biarrey, brilliant piece of footwork. That death ball there, up to Barret. Hat-trick?
Two. The one that he got at the beginning.
Yeah.
The pack arrives, the refreshed French pack arrives. They arrive in numbers and they've got players out wide. And Peno's on one of those runs of his. Bielle-Biarrey reaches to the sky, gathers and plays. And Prendergast goes after it. And Bielle-Biarrey and Luku. France still won there, and there was just wide numbers, absolutely numbers. Peno just decides to go in there. Was that the wrong decision? Well, we'll see, because he had plenty of people just to put that through. Bielle-Biarrey, as he normally does, puts it on the toe, and we will have to see. He has finished it. Unbelievable. Brilliant. Bielle-Biarrey, wow. 2 tries against England, 2 tries against Wales.
You can hear Andrew Brace, the referee, explaining.
Play.
Taken quickly there by Ioane. Here goes Capuozzo. And Capuozzo, it's through. This is what he can do to you. Inside there to Benson. This is brilliant from Italy. He's gone all the way. What a try Ross Vincent doing what Capuozzo does, and then Ross Vincent getting a start. Sensational.
It's absolute wheels from the number 8, Vincent. But Capuozzo identifying George and Earl, 2 forwards, slinks his way through. The support, the flood. Genge doing all that he can.
At the Stadio Olimpico, Ignacio Brex pulls it back and away goes Menoncello. Great hands, Garbisi on his shoulder, kick through. Ioanni's after this. Oh! What an absolute scorcher!
Play of the tournament last year. Again, just watch this for a break. When it comes out, he's coming out the back door all the time. And this offload, phenomenal. The playmaker himself, Garbisi, had no other option than to put it on the toe. He did that, timed it superbly. The weight was absolutely great. That's the break, that's the offload. Watch this for a little toe kick. Straight through, Ioanni knows exactly where it's going. It bounces straight up to him, and that is the start. The defence has been good from Italy, and now the attack. The first time they've really had attack, and it all comes from that Fischetti kick through. Quezada's going mad in the stands. What a game.
16th international try for Monte Ioanni, and look at the face. And Doris before him. Ringrose is put down before he can scamper clear. Canone's on the wrong side, but Gibson Park can see the ball. Little kick over the top for Mark Hansen, and Hansen down for Sheehan. And Dan Sheehan has scored Ireland's bonus point try. It's a hat-trick for Sheehan. And today, Dan Sheehan has repeated the dose for Ireland against Italy.
Jameson Gibson Park again, given the pace, given the vision from 9, because they're going forward in that wreck situation. That is incredible skill from Mac Hansen. Again, he's in the air, you're allowed to do that as long as he doesn't touch his foot down, which would have been in touch. He hasn't. Sheehan backing up. Unbelievable bit of skill. Sheehan with a hat-trick. Keenan had one scrubbed off. Now it definitely is a try, and that is a bonus point, and that's exactly what...
No way! Turns away!
Scotland have got possession back here. Good positioning from Ducross, who just shuttled himself back there at the moment he needed to, but one-on-one, he's absolutely skinned Guy Rogers, and this is a superb break from Ducross, who plays it back in field. The support play is sublime to send Nicolo Benny in for the score.
Noah Cowan just from the base there, kicks out to the right-hand side. There's the overchase from Guy Rogers here. Gets stepped on the outside by Ducross. From there, Ducross nudges away on Lindsay, inside pass, beautifully done to Italo Miranda, and then from there, like any good scrum half, Nicolo Benny's on the inside, but it's made by that man, Jules Ducross.
Yeah, sure.
Simple stuff from there. Just a bit reckless from Scotland.
Benny,
advantage.
Lovely service.
Offside.
Another Welsh penalty conceded.
Penalty advantage.
Benny, Fasty. Here's the cross kick. Jules Ducross after it. How's the bounce? Ducross finishes.
But this is what you can do with advantage. As soon as the referee's arm comes out, it's known as a free play. Hard running by the Italians. Offside from the Welsh. You can see Fasty scanning, sees the width. Boshoff caught a little bit tight, but it's all about that finish. That was not easy to pick up. A bouncing ball, watched in, you got knees flying to your face. And that...
Yes.
That's what they're working hard for. The victory has gone. A chance to try and get something over, but now the ball's popping up for the boys in the England shirts. Or can they find a way to send Nick Lilly away to the corner in the red? Lilly might need the support inside, which he's going to get. And diving into the corner, Dom Hansen on debut. Wrap up the match. Fortuitous, yes. Delightful, of course.
For me, that comes from England's defence. You know, France are trying desperately hard to get the try, to get the bonus point, to get something out of this game. But the English defenders kept coming wave after wave, and to force the pressure for England to end up down the other end of the pitch and get that third try.
Well, they combine well to...
Scotland, Matthew Irwin, Ewell. Going to say... Now Jack Brown, the fullback. Brown finds the offload as well. Fergus Watson for Scotland, and he scores in the corner. Well, didn't they need that?
Some short lines, that one there from Ruben Logan, absolutely outstanding. Sometimes played in the wing 3 years ago, converted to number 8, finding a gap, and there we have it. Really good hands from Yule, and then to say, just managing to get that offload away. And we have here Jack Brown. Really, really good take. And we talked about Fergus Watson. He scored here in the World Trophy. He's had hat-tricks here, and again scoring for Scotland tonight.
Gino Leary-Kareem. Ball's gone forward from Ireland now. An opportunity for Hector Patterson. Denied earlier. He's going to play a bit of football here. Looking for the ball to sit up. He hacks it forward again. Hector Patterson scores for Scotland.
Absolutely superb. Balance as well. Visionevsky just couldn't quite.
Tantalising field position for England under-20s. Friday looks to carry himself. Going out the back, Campbell Riddle, the gangling winger, injecting the speed, and he is gone!
Time here, Friday takes the ball and just that dummy out the back going, and it just seems that Scotland sit off Riddle. You know, they allow him to run. He's such a rangy runner, and he's deceptive with the speed that he has. You can see him shaping the pass, two hands on the ball, you know, keeping the defenders guessing.
Kane James has turned it. Brilliant steal from the Bath man. And now Kapoku with the dummy. And the flamboyant offload as well to Burrow. He gets it off the deck. Timmins now pushing. This is McEachran. England looking to make Scotland pay again. Cohen, lovely delay on the pass to Tui Pelotu, who is searing up the middle. Shiraka's with him. Tui Pelotu with the kick. That's sumptuous. Here's Riddle. Just can't free the hands. England flick the switch. They've milked another penalty here. Raymond looking for the bonus point, score, and stretching out. A mighty arm to find it. A wonderful coast-to-coast try from England.
It's a turnover from Kane James. He gets there, but not only does it, he lifts the ball, which means England can carry on playing. It's the brilliant ball to play from when Scotland are still in their mindset of attacking. They've got to get into defence, and Raymond at the air, there's fight. The last play of the game, England defending for the Lions, get the turnover and go and score. It's the heartbeat of this team. It's what Nathan Catt's working really hard on.
Riddle splitting Scotland through the middle. Forwards rumbling off to support him. Ainsworth Cave away from one and another, looking for Kapoku. Tackle just short, but here they come again. It's inevitable.
You see here, they win the ball off the top, and Bellamy's just done that little late lift to Riddle to that line break, but the support, the flood of support coming through Ainsworth Cave there, the power to keep that offload going, and then the quick ball through.
Decent quick ball that time. Corvache. England competing and doing their best to try and spoil Valesi.
Push here.
Now they want to switch direction. Shelley wanting to put pressure on. Oh, look at the steal! A sensational bit of skill. Malik Faisal.
And just the momentum they carried on going forward, and then that cross-field kick and the ability for Sally to get up and get that ball.
Bellamy just shuffling a little wider each time, knowing that pass is going to come. Riddle coming round off the left wing. We've actually got George Timmins with his arm up on the near touchline down below us, fancying a go, but this is going to be the gap opening up for Angus Hall, and Hall might be able to feed Timmins, and England will get themselves on the board.
Questions about the defence. They've got to make a decision. Do they go hard in the middle? They've left that Italian defender a 3-on-2 with the winger finishing, and it was just great timing from Angus Hall to put George Timmins out away for the try. He drives at the line, looks to see where the defender is, and then just releases Timmins, and no one's stopping him from that far out.
So they've got a free shot here. Well, it was nicely played and quickly too. Drago involved now. Faisal has already got one in that corner. And he's still stepping and finding an extra metre or two. And pirouettes! How on earth has Malik Faisal scored a second try? Second time.
They do, and it all comes from this line-up. They've got penalty advantage, so they can play it, and it's just key. They've got almost 2 10s on the field in Shirley and Fatsi, and just out the back pass to Faisal, and he just doesn't give up. Like you say, he had no right to score that. This pass here from out the back, so skillful in under pressure, and then he beats 1, 2, 3 defenders, another defender. England will be disappointed.
Keputu Pelotto finds his man, ball off the top. Nick Allison back in at 12 today.
Good clean.
Good denting carry. Here's Tui Pelotto bursting through, out of the back door. Rock McEachran into the post. What a score! What a start for England.
Offload out the back of the hand. And that's what he's been doing all season. Defensively, Wales are in for a challenging evening.
They turned over the line out of Italy. Brilliant work playing with 14 as they put their attacking game into action. The Azzurrini are flying. It's Zanandrea, and he's found his winger, and he will score. Alessandro Drago. What a try.
Casatelli, for me, the timing of that pass was majestic. The pace on the edge here. Simple 2-on-1s executed to perfection.
It's called in by Steve Borthwick to help England prepare for the World Cup a couple of years ago. Well thought of this time. Wales nudge into space. It bounces up. Stefan Emmanuel. Another memorable score for this brilliant young Welsh centre.
Executed by Wild, lifts it over the top. They've got that connection of the 2 Cardiff men. The bounce is pinpoint back into the hands. Wales in under the sticks.
France, sign of how quickly they want to go as Bielle-Biarrey sends it back infield. And now he's looking to try and find some room. Oh, and he's just slipped through the gap in midfield. This could be a dangerous early opening score unless Scotland can find a way to shut the door. France working hard to the line and getting over through Simeli down in Vuthu.
The ambition shown, quick line out thrown by Bielle-Biarrey, and then from there he goes crossfield, and he just identifies an opportunity. A mismatch with Oliver Duncan, gets on his outside shoulder, manages to find the support. Lovely little dummy there by Musquets, and then from there the offload away. And Downey Vuthu.
Cowan again, Ruben again.
19 wide
Penalty
offside.
advantage being shown once more to Scotland. Players at close quarters. Now the little kick over the top. Oh, there wasn't much room for Cameron Van Fake, but what a finish from the replacement.
13. As you have a word with.
Oh, it's a try from the gods. Look at this. Oh, what a finish. What agility.
Push.
Irwin once more. Flatter ball right out in front of Jake Shearer, who did well.
Really well, held it on the hip there. It's on here.
Numbers there, but it's just going to allow that delay, is going to allow Bielle-Biarrey to just drift across, but steaming through goes the skipper. Oh, what a sensational bit of strength from Freddie Douglas. Wonderful solo effort on a personal mission.
Wow, tick, boom, see you later. Brilliant stuff by Freddie Douglas. We've given him so much in defence, but here you go, the power, just drops his hips, fends off one.
Thank you.
Cotter Magnac, the fly half.
Deep. Eric Storty, young and experienced, if not age, cropped up, and Liam McConnell. Let's see the young man's pace. Is this the debut of his dreams? Oh, he's got the skills as well. The young globetrotter.
Look at this by Liam McConnell. The pace, pins his ears back, goes to the corner, and Young just thinks, there you go, sunshine. You're the youngster, you're the 50 kappa. Dot it down. A row reversal, but that basketball pass, it is gorgeous stuff from Liam McConnell. Just showing his wherewithal.
Backpedaling. What has Duhan got up his sleeve here? Usually worth the wait. Off he goes. Weak tackling. Duhan van der Merwe. Kyle Rowe against Fricker. Draw, pass, try. George Horn, as ever, on the shoulder, sniffing out the try line like a bloodhound.
Showing he's adding layers to his game, sees the space, one of the best in the world at seeing that space, going, accelerating, but just that link play, really selfless play here, and even more so from Kyle Rowe. 100% could have scored that himself, but does the unselfish thing, puts in George Horn to get under the sticks.
Feinberg-Mngomezulu chasing a hat-trick tonight. Darcy Graham 3 tries, Feinberg-Mngomezulu 2. They are now locked at 34 tries apiece. Ardi Savea with a whopping 14 carries at Soldier Field. Ball's been in play a long time here. Early test of stamina and concentration for both teams. Lords lolloping through the middle. Roygaard burning up the inside. Lord with the dummy. Roygaard on his shoulder. That's what New Zealand can do.
Just checking. I thought Scotland did a great job earlier kicking the ball long, which you saw against USA. Keeping the pitch, but you just see there the guards, Ewan Ashman just too wide. Fabian Holland picks it up. They're going to check if his feet are in front of the ball. If he's in front of the ball, he will be offside. They're going to have a look here. It's all right, isn't he?
Paya kick low from the Scottish defence to Paya. Barrett, Graham gets him. Barrett flinging it wide. Feinberg-Mngomezulu just has to catch it. Hutchinson gets him. McKenzie against Kinghorn. McKenzie for the try. He's got it down.
What a moment. Look at this from Damien McKenzie. Shrugs off Blair Kinghorn. George Turner cannot make it. He's sliding over the Murrayfield surface. But the try is given. What a finish by Damien McKenzie. Wow.
That is physical.
Sila. Muntz, a little surprisingly, finds the outside though. Ravutamanda and Soakula. And the link play is brilliant. Kuravali thought he was taken out. Muntz fires onwards and scores. The flicks and the tricks. But here, the magic from the boot.
Yeah, Freeman gets hitch kicked, doesn't he? And then the offload here is fantastic. Kuravali, what a chip kick. That's a penalty try for me. I think Marcus Smith ends up lucky here. If this doesn't go to a try, he definitely goes to the bin for the challenge. Nice pull over the top. Freeman knows that he's got him, but he just beats him on that initial step and gets his hands out the tackle. And then how good has Soakula been so far? I mean, he's been everywhere.
Just to be clear,
It's the oldest granddad playing for Fiji with grey hair, but he has been fantastic. And this from Muntz is a brilliant finish. They are worth the lead, and you're seeing the danger.
England's bench preparing to be launched. Fiji, in the meantime, looking to change the complexion of the scoreboard, and they've worked it brilliantly. Bielle-Biarrey in for his second of the day.
Really nice, easy win at the front. Hayes maybe just bites in a little bit before Luke Cowan-Dickie comes. They've already conceded a try from the driving maul, so they're desperate to stop it. Cowan-Dickie can't get out. Mitchell feels he has to hold for that fraction of a second longer. And it might be simple, but if your timing is to perfection, sometimes...
Armstrong Ravula. Kick pass, looking to pick out Mangala, got a finger on it. Oh, Smith picked it up. Smith threads it forwards. Off goes Arundel. He is lightning quick, and he might well win the race here. Arundel!
Absolute wheels. Marcus Smith reacts really well. He knows he hasn't got the legs to beat everyone. He gets enough distance on the kick. Arundel's making up 10 metres there. Gets a little bit lucky off the shin, but then scores the try, which surely will take England too far away.
Yeah, Ravolo's got all that game time under his belt already, so he's fatigued, but then just at the last minute, he tries to allow the ball to sit up for him. Arundel's behind him. He's got all the aces.
Standing up to that challenge physically. Here's Tomo Ramos. There's the kick pass meant for Pinot. Now how's the bounce go? It's absolutely perfect.
It would have just caved in. It's gone bananas, and rightly so. Ramos exposing where South Africa hadn't come up on that blind side. It's all very well coming up with line speed, but you've got to do it both sides of the ruck, otherwise it leaves gaping holes. And then when you've got a footballer like Ramos that can spot space, and a poacher like Damien Penaud,
20 seconds.
you know you're going to be in trouble. An incredible start.
You've still got advantage for the scrum collapse.
They will look to wear down France, but Cobus Reinach tries to outsprint them. This is brilliant from Reinach. Cobus Reinach, a man who has the quality to create something from nothing.
Acceleration into the contact, through the contact, the ability to execute a difficult skill when you're travelling that quickly. And then the deft touch to pick up and dot down and nick 5 points.
As far as Wales are concerned, they've bounced back already in this contest from a significant deficit. Pablo Matera finding space. Looking for someone to link with. It could be Mateo Carreras. What a clever kick that is. Carreras has it. Ducks in field under the challenge of Edwards and gets the ball down.
You watch this. Catches the ball. Sidestep. Straight between, I think, two of the Welsh front row. Kramer can't quite keep up with him. Where is it pace? Where is it gas man? He's out on the wing. I'll tell you what. Left-footed kick. I think he's a lefty anyway.
Okay, no
That's a great finish from Carreras. But the nous.
Like France, creating that oh so valuable quick ball. But the pass is won back and intercepted by France. And there might be some space on this side of the field. And it's been identified by Entamac. Bielle-Biarrey, one of the best grubber kickers in the world. He won't need to grubber that one because he's got support. And it's a try from Charles Oliveau.
This is classic French rugby. All comes from the mistake. But it's Sowakula that just creates a massive hole just prior to that. The start of that shot, he shot out of the line, smashed Entamac, but he just left his teammates in utter disarray, which meant that by the time Bielle-Biarrey got hold of the ball, the writing was on the wall. Charles Olivon dotting the ball down, but you have to stay connected defensively.
Crucial junctures, Fiji. Maya Vanua.
Advantage 6 offside.
6 offside, that's Jean. Munch tries to work his way through the hole, and he offloads brilliantly. And oh, well, the French players are just slipping off the tackles. And Ravuta Munda scores a second try. Slippery advantage.
It's a brilliant try from Fiji. They've worked so hard in the last 20 minutes of this first half to get themselves back into the game. That offload there from Muntz is world class. And then really disappointing defensively from Luku.
Onside.
You'll have heard all about the Ronda Roofer. And he's a test player now, brilliantly taken by Rhys Sammet. They're the aerial battles Wales are going to have to win. Mann gives it some width. Here goes Murray. Laid away by Llewellyn. Edwards picked up by Rogers.
The Wales backline to square. Look at this. Out the back door. Great pick-up, Rogers. Great strike back from Wales.
Okay, guys, 10 in.
Josh Lord, increasingly impatient for it. Now he has it. Mackenzie, brilliant. Jordan, one of them must score surely. Severis, stepping in a phone case. Severis.
Footwork. Jared Evans won't enjoy rewatching that one. What a step.
Hardest kick, Llewellyn underneath it, but so too critically was Jordan.
Keep going, thank you.
New Zealand with the challenge of ending their 2025 with 50 here in Cardiff, and maybe Leicester Feinberg-Mngomezulu can help in that quest. Away by Ioane, and here goes Clark, and he has a hat-trick.
The missed tackle. I think we're looking at Max Llewellyn in that 13 channel. The All Blacks work to get numbers on their feet. Feinberg-Mngomezulu just takes a step outside, just beats Max Llewellyn on the outside, gets critically the offload away extremely powerful man. He's been so good. Sorry, it was Joe Hawkins, not Max Llewellyn. And then they just make that line break, make it look easy. That 2v1 Rico Ioane, like water of a duck's back, that's easy for him. Another line break.
That, Christoph? Violent scrambling. And Feinberg-Mngomezulu just slots it.
It was just a matter of who was going to score, it felt like, Rico.
Leave it! Penalty advantage. The Irish scrum pulverised once more. Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Oh, Sutter, the superstar.
Or do you get a bit high, and then that big fend into the chest, and when you're lying on the ground watching somebody go over the try line.
Luku, Gregory Aldrit tries to get around the outside of Angus Bell. Now it's Luku again. Here's Marchand. Duperter does well to get the ball away. Louis Bielle-Biarrey has a wonderful kicking game. Oh my goodness.
This guy's lightning if you give him the opportunity. Deporter absolutely walloped in midfield. And there's not a huge amount on when Bielle-Biarrey gets that ball. I'm not entirely sure that kick went exactly where he wanted it to go, but it worked out just brilliantly to be able to execute that skill at that pace.
Gregory Aldrit, the latest carrier, and now Bielle-Biarrey popping up all over the field, and away come Australia, and they might go the length here. Can the French defence get back in time? The chase is on. What a try from Max Jorgensen, and outpaced them.
Well, I'm completely impartial in this game, but that is box office. Hats off, Max Jorgensen. Felt like he was going to get caught by Deporter, who worked so hard to get back, but then to kick the ball, I thought he'd blown it completely. But look at how he keeps the ball in field. Regathers. That is proper class from Jorgensen.
Here's Lamotte. Oscar Giroux. Calvin Gourg is on, by the way, for his debut, wearing number 23. Look out for him, the youngster. And here he goes! Oh, what an impact he's made! Oh. Bielle-Biarrey with a splintering try!
But look at this from Calvin Gourg. We've seen him do this in the top 14. He drops the hammer and his acceleration's brilliant, but this is exceptional. The ability to keep that ball in front of that player who's coming on with such pace. Brilliant pass. Didn't have to check stride. And he knew 15 metres out, didn't he, Bielle-Biarrey?
But using them to keep the impetus in the game, using them to keep the pressure on a Timo. If you need it, it's an added guidance.
Here's Kyle Stein, his first touch, to roll, to Horn, trademark Horn. Wherever there's a line break, there is also George Horn.
You look at the time Tom Jordan has, but this is the killer pass. Ollie Smith, look at this, 20 metres off the left hand, unleashes Kyle Stein. Kyle Stein lifts the head. Kyle Rowe working on the inside. Kyle squared, ends up putting it on a plate for George Horn on the inside. It's a great score by Scotland. Came from a messy line out.
Just watch how they link. If this ball comes out, those two guys will be the link play.
Advantage, England.
England winning the penalty. Ford with free ball. A Jomo Feyi-Waboso. If he catches it, he will score. No one stopping Manny Feyi-Waboso. What a kick that was.
Side, and Jomo's played 10 for Bath this year, and he proves it with his vision and his decision making. Gets the ball, has a look up. Argentina have narrowed over to that right hand side, expecting England to reset. And that means Feyi-Waboso has kept his width on that touchline. Has acres of space for a Jomo to put the ball in front of him. Doesn't have to break stride. Beautiful decision making and matched by the execution by Max Jomo.
I mean, it's the foundation of their game. It always has been. I love how they have that identity in their game.
It's the Holy Trinity, isn't it? The Father, Son and Holy Ghost. And it works out well enough for them most times. And they go again with Sasha Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Willemse with Hooker away to the right. Hooker, the winger, the try scorer. And a bit of mustard.
We saw this in Dublin, didn't we? Same play. Scrum middle of the park. Line in motion. This time it's to Willemse. 2-on-1, easy. We saw Sasha Feinberg-Mngomezulu go himself last week in Dublin.
Dielende, Wales conceding the penalty. This is young Zach Porthen, only 21. Feinberg-Mngomezulu, Willemse, and then laid away by Quilter Smith, and the try to be scored by the man who's impressed as much as anyone, Andre Esterhuizen.
Beat a few defenders, then this bit of handling from himself. He's just hanging behind Mngomezulu there, catches at 15, gives that ball away. They've got three players in that 15-metre channel.